What's good, YouTube? We back again with another video.
I'm Rez. And this is ReUpTvv, so make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And what else? What else? It's okay, yo. It's alright. Yo, it's good, yo. So I was gonna go along with that shit, but I don't know what the fuck going on.
Anyway, y'all, what's good, YouTube, man? We back with another video. Thanks for 800 subscribers.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
800 what?
Subscribers. I don't know. I think it's the Gatorade. Or it's just me being me, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, we're going, we're not gonna do a music reaction. I know y'all trying to do. So we're gonna do a 15 most expensive things people actually bought, bro. People actually bought this. Oh no, I'm sorry, bro.
Got that money. They got that money. I see.
Real shit. So this is 15 things we want to see, cause we don't got this. You know what I'm saying? We came from humble beginnings. That's what we call it. Humble beginnings.
We gonna get there.
We gonna get there. You know why? It's ReUpTvv. Always ringing up. Let's go.
You know, from personal experience, the more money we get, the more crazy things we buy. And if you look around, you'll realize that a lot of rich people are actually buying the same things that we all buy. It's just their stuff is more expensive because, it's branded, it looks slightly nicer, it's more expensive simply because they're rich.
What are you doing?
I mean, we are all humans, so we basically have the same needs. In today's video, we'll be looking at 15 of the most expensive things people actually bought. Some of these purchases make sense, but some of them are just insane.
Dang, oh my gosh.
Our first entry is carpet. Carpets make a nice decoration at home and they allow us to walk freely without shoes inside our living spaces. But how much would you be willing to pay for a carpet?
How much you willing to pay off rip?
Off rip. I'm willing to pay $3,000.
3,000 for a carpet?
$3,000.
Oh, man, I guess we bought it.
Apparently there's someone in this world who decided to pay more than $33 million for a carpet. And in case you're wondering why it was so expensive, why, it's because it was woven in Persia around the year 1700.
Wow.
Our next entry is priciest book. Not many people buy physical books
Priciest book? Man, they got, damn.
These days. We all have smartphones, tablets, and our computers to read anything that you want. A quick download can get us in front of our favorite books. But back in 2013, someone paid $14.2 million for
To fucking get a book.
Wow, that book better be the greatest story. Hold up,
a copy of the Baysan book, a manuscript that was printed in the 17th century.
But that's probably gonna be worth triple that in the future.
Yeah.
So it's probably a good investment, but they're wilding. I don't care. That's still wilding to me.
This is one of the only 11 copies of the first edition of this book, and I guess it can only become more valuable as the years pass. Our next entry is camera. It seems like we all have cameras these days thanks to our smartphones, but
thanks to my smartphone.
those who love photography will always want a different option. And there are all sorts of cameras they can get to explore and improve their skills. But I doubt that any of the cameras you can get at a shop is more expensive than this Leica camera that was made in 1923. It was sold to a private collector.
I like that. I like a beer. What's some alcohol? I can't think of what liquor that is. You open that liquor and just drink that. It's alcoholics drink that shit all the time. But that's how it looks.
The camera?
That's the camera looks like it.
You talking about the container shit?
It's like some silver joint that
you talking about that be in the movies and shit?
Yeah, old school,
the Texas niggas.
Oh yeah. Let us know down in the comment section. I don't know. But
From Asia.
Like a can or some shit. That's basically what it is.
The price of 2.4 million euro, which is roughly around $2.7 million American.
Dang. That better be 4K too. I don't care.
Entry is bottle of wine.
AK.
Wine can be cheap, but it can also be expensive. They gain more value thanks to their name and the time it takes to make them. The most expensive wine ever sold was this bottle of 1945 Romani Conti at the price of $558,000. That's 17 times its original price, and they only produced 600 bottles of this vintage wine. Our next entry is burger.
It better not be.
Who knew a burger
I'm
could...
not spending more than $5 for a motherfucking Burger King, and that's because if it's more than that, because it's the meal. But I'm not spending more than $5 worth of a burger.
I'm not playing.
Worth of a burger, bro. I don't care. There's no burger in this world unless you all know something. can experience. You know what I'm saying? Unless it might, you know what I'm saying. I know something I don't know, but I'm not paying more than fuck
that
it.
expensive.
It might not be talking about like he paid $20 million to eat a fucking sandwich.
That burger did make me hungry, though.
That should be real quick.
That made me hungry, bro. I just came from work. Now I know what I'm eating when I get back in the crib.
Burger.
A double cheeseburger.
If anything, the burgers that Wendy's
Oh
get...
my fucking god, damn.
That shit is dry as shit.
What is that? A double chicken sandwich? A veggie burger?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Nigga, they put hella shit over that little ass burger right there.
Hell yeah.
That's a McDonald's. No, it can't be McDonald's. Man. Let me get back into the video.
be a bit over $8, and that's a bit too expensive for me already. And I guess some fancy restaurants have some fancy burgers at high prices, but I never imagined one of them could cost $5,000.
Right, that's
However,
wild.
in this crazy world that we call home, that is exactly what you have to pay if you want to try the Fleur Burger 5000 at Las Vegas's Fleur restaurant inside the Mandalay Bay Casino. It's made out of Wagyu beef, and it's topped with seared foie gras and truffle shaving.
Foie gras. A foie gras.
It's just me.
It's a foie gras.
It's just.
If it,
Just talking about it.
damn, that burger is a bitch, nigga. That burger
Damn.
is a bitch, nigga.
I'm not eating that.
Hell, nigga.
What?
To be honest, if it was on my plate, yo, like, I got a complete. Oh, complete. Nah, anyway, all right.
Hungry, but unfortunately, I don't have the money to buy one right now.
All right, let me get back to the video. My fault.
Our next entry is Extravagant Umbrella. There are many materials that are waterproof, ideal to make an umbrella. But it never crossed my mind that crocodile skin could also be an option, let alone the most expensive one. It's said that the most expensive umbrella in the world is this crocodile skin umbrella that costs $50,000.
That bitch drippy though, but no.
Yes, it is tough.
That bitch is though. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, but no.
With this umbrella, I'm sure rain wouldn't be a problem. I just wonder how much it costs to buy clothes that look good with it. Our next entry is the sharpest knife. The sharpest knife in the world is also the most expensive one. This is because it has a carbon steel blade and a sterling silver handle that has 8 diamonds on it. It even comes
Wow. The sharpest knife though?
in a nice box, and it costs $39,600. It is made by Nesmik, one of the most prestigious brands when it comes to knives. Cutting food will be easier, but buying food might be a bit harder after getting one of these. Our next entry is the LV skateboard. One thing I know about skateboarders is that they like to have a simple life. I'm sure most of them love to save money, and expensive products aren't.
Nah, I mean that's true, but they also a lot of skateboarders as hype beasts. So they like to get expensive stuff because if you know a hype beast,
Skateboarding be fresh as shit.
yeah, I mean their stuff's fresh.
Yeah.
Like they're not like dressed down like pants and they wear pants, jeans and shit, but like you know what I'm saying, they're not wearing the most Balmain type shit, but they wearing their type of Balmains.
like
But their
jeans-
shirt,
jeans, fucking Jordans,
yeah.
shit like that.
Thing unless it's really worth it. However, there is this Louise Vuitton skateboard that would make you think it's trying to get sold to a very skilled skateboarder. But when you look at it, you realize that this is the kind of skateboard that you want to put on a shelf and show off to your guests. But it's not the kind of board you'd ever want to ride. This is because it is $8,250. Expensive enough to hang it on a wall instead of using it.
I always wondered that, like, cause I don't got nothing that I bought and I just put it on the shelf. Like if I'm buying something, I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe when I'm rich, I could be like, all right, I can see the vision. But as far as right now, I don't know anything that I can just. I'm buying and I'm putting it on the shelf for everybody to watch.
Yeah, I see niggas buying shoes just to sell them. Like, I mean, that's smart, but
That is
if
smart,
I
but-
was buying a shoe, I'm gonna wear it. Like, that's what the reason I went to the store for. I want to wear it.
Real shit.
The skate park. Our next entry is the Crystal Piano. I guess I don't need to justify
that's
why
hard.
this piano is so expensive.
Oh no, that's
Just by having a quick look at it, we
that
can
is
tell that the
hard,
thing is
my
very
nigga.
expensive. It actually cost $3.22 million and it was sold to a private bidder. The reason why this instrument is so
fucking god, nigga.
That would be nice.
Them diamonds is in the earth.
expensive, though, is also because it was used at the 2000 Olympic Games in Beijing, China. If you've watched the videos of the opening and closing ceremonies at this event, you know these events were big and amazing. So it makes sense that the piano they used was sold at a high price. Our next entry is a bird's feather. I guess it's okay if the feathers fall naturally, but no one should ever pluck a bird's feathers unnecessarily. Anyway, whoever is obsessed with feathers will probably want to get their hands on the feather of a huia bird. But in order to get it, you'd have to pay $10,000.
Damn, for a fucking bird.
For a bird.
The reason why this feather is so valuable is because the bird is now extinct. Back in the day, people used these feathers to adorn the chiefs of the Maori, a group of indigenous Polynesian people in New Zealand. Our next entry is a parking spot. Don't you just hate paying for parking? Especially when it's by the hour. It's so inconvenient. You can easily lose track of time just to come back to your car and realize that you have to pay a lot for your parking spot. But when you're in New York City, you might just want to take whatever you can find. In this city, parking can be expensive, but also hard to get. That's why it shouldn't surprise you that someone bought a permanent parking spot for $1 million. Mind you, that's about 6 times the price of an average home.
Wow.
But in Manhattan, this price is a good deal. The owner will never have to fight for a spot ever again. Our next entry is
So
a
rich people do
photograph.
about anything, man. I ain't gonna lie to
A
you.
photograph is a great way to look at past events and celebrate whatever is depicted on it. But when your photos become so famous, you might want to check out how much can people pay for them. I mean, who knows? You might become a millionaire. The photo, called Rain 2 by a German artist named Andreas Gursky, was taken in 1999, but a print of this photo was auctioned in 2011 and sold for the price of $4.3 million. It is the most expensive photograph ever sold. So I hope you remember this story the next time you take a picture. It might be famous someday. And
Wait, niggas really, yo, y'all got a lot of time in y'all hands to even.
That's too much. You got a lot of money on your plate.
That shit crazy. That's when life is good. Like you don't got no worries. If you
it's
willing
one
to
of
buy
those
that,
Snapchat pictures, of course. Our next entry is a website domain. If you ever consider having a website, you probably want to have a very cool name for it. Just keep in mind that some names might be hard to get because they are owned by someone who's hoping to make some money by selling the rights to the name. This is the case of Inshore.com, which according to the Guinness Book of Records is the most expensive domain name ever sold at the price of $16 million. It is now owned by a marketing firm in California, and I'm sure a lot of insurance companies and other people in the industry would love to buy the name. Now it's time for today's best pick. The picture I chose for today shows us that we can spend a lot of money on the most random and unexpected things. Kind of like this golden toilet and the $20 bill toilet paper. Going to the bathroom with such things would definitely be a fancy experience.
I would
a
know.
beautiful experience. Just imagine you sitting in nice gold, fine at its finest. When you take a shit, when you shitting on a nigga, you put it in gold.
But the toilet is also only a sculpture. It is made out of 18 karat solid gold and it's estimated to be worth $1 million though. On the other hand, the $20 bill toilet paper isn't real money. But you can buy toilet paper with the $100 bill printed on it for only $7 and make people believe that it's the real thing. Now let's have a look at 2 real expensive things with our next entry, the most expensive car.
It better not be that.
It is the 1963 Ferrari GTO, and some people say that the car was sold to the founder of WeatherTech, whose name is David McNeil. He bought it from a German collector, and it's only one of 36 cars that were made with this design.
Wow.
Previously, someone bought another GTO in 2013 for the price of $52 million,
Yeah, that shit
What?
which at the time was the most expensive car sale ever. Overall, it doesn't seem like any other car in the market is likely to become this expensive. This is due to the rareness, power, and performance of the Ferrari GTO. Before we move on, do me a favor. My analytics show that only about 15% of you watching are actually...
I need to do that.
You got a point.
I need to do that because that's how our shit is like Exactly. Not subscribe, but subscribe. And I just need more people that's watching to subscribe to the channel.
All you gotta do is put the red button.
To the channel.
All you gotta do.
It's like, nah. It's like, nah. But anyway, yeah, y'all, this was the 15 most expensive things I actually bought. If you guys like these type of videos, let us know. We will do some more videos like this. You know, shake the channel up. It don't always have to be music videos. It don't always have to be artists. It don't always have to be pranks.
Be whatever you want.
Whatever. If you want to see, yeah, girl in the next video. Like, nah, but anyway. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and push that notification bell, man. And this is ReUpTvv.
And we'll be back with another one.
Let's go. Let's go.